If this time the game doesn't crash. All right. Turn that off so don't have any bandwidth.
Dragon, how clever of you.
Let's see if this doesn't crash again.
Nothing. You
Yeah,
will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will.
Yeah, so the game hard crashed.
I shall sear you from the very heavens. What do they call you? A Kunari? Your blood is engorged with decay. Your race is not a race. It is a mistake.
Move. What? How would you know? You have no idea what the hell I am. To resist the fire? Ah, you guys moved. Well, he just did. He's never mentioned before. He's like, "Hey, what the hell are you, Kunari?" Well, how does he know that I'm a mistake? Does he know more about the Kunari? Like, did he study the Kunari, like their DNA or something? Be like, "Oh yeah, these are fucking genetic freaks."
Feel my wrath, little wretch. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity?
Yep, I dare to touch a lot of things. It's funny that both Morgan and like the wild dragon would fight the exact same way. Yeah, I know it's based on animation, but you think they'd make it at least work different? Like maybe one is more effective than the other. Like make it to where one actually kills the dragon without you having to fight it again, or fight it at all.
Dead. Thank you.
lyrium dragon. It doesn't look very red lyrium-y. Oh. Well, that was easy. I'm also playing on Nightmare, too. I guess Corypheus is just over there recharging.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
Let the animation textures pop in.
Grant me power to finish this last rite!
Hi, Princess. Ow.
I will not allow it!
Aside from him hitting me really hard, they don't seem to really...
sustains me.
The team doesn't seem to be really having much trouble kicking his ass. Oh, guess I didn't need to.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Dumat, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Even though you claim to be a god and claim them as false, now you're asking them for help. I guess I don't technically kill him. Like, throw him into the Fade. Maybe you like touch him. Oh, you dropped the 4B thing. Oh god. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Napping on the bathrobe. Hey, Princessa. Go back to sleep. And he's in different clothes. Looks like he's already packed up and ready to leave. No.
Solus, the orb.
Can't we super glue that
Are you
stuff
sure?
together?
We could take the pieces. Try to...
That would not recover what has been lost.
Oh, the magic inside of it. That's
There's
almost...
more, isn't there?
It'd be almost...
It was not supposed to happen this way.
And how
no
was
matter
it
what
supposed to
comes.
happen?
I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
It'd be funny, it's like... So the foci is just a piece of concrete. The power was inside you this whole time.
Then it's over. How lovely.
Hey, yeah,
And
nice
the
of you
sky
guys
is
to help
healed,
us.
healthy, whole. There's just that left to remember.
This is like
Looks
a
that way.
What do we do
borealis looking
now?
scar. We party.
We go back to Skyhold.
I would probably take those pieces with me. Even if it's completely worthless, you don't know that. Yay! Trophy for beating the game. Yay! Platinum trophy for doing all the things. All the grind. To answer your question about where to run, I mean, he could always go into the Fade or something, or Crossroads, Illuvion, the Beyond. Inspirational silence. Yay! Exactly. Bow down before me. Worship me. Let me live this power fantasy.
A moment, my lord.
Keep the smiles up.
My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do.
Especially since
But I
he
will
knows
keep
about your
looking.
spy network.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate.
We've avenged the
Afterwards,
divine.
you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
Remember the reason why we started the Inquisition? To restore Ota. And
The
eventually
fighting's over.
find out who killed
Why
the
do they
divine.
want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
Oh, now they're lining up to meet me.
Such is the way of things. Previously, you
Now
were
you're
an
important.
upstart, a fearsome Kunari in charge of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil.
The ultimate
Now you are the only power left standing.
Estranger.
Enjoy the evening while
Andrasian
you can,
evil.
Inquisitor.
Oh, look, they're trying to pull off a, Dragon Age Origins.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Yes. Let me breathe down the back of your neck.
Definitely your imagination. The party, the cake. It's all an elaborate dream.
Maker knows I could use the sleep. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the
It's
Inquisition
over.
has
We
made a
could just
difference.
dismantle
That
the
we will
Inquisition, go
continue to
home
do
now.
so.
That's why we're having this fancy party. Celebrate, Commander. You've earned it.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
Mr. Phony.
Help stop an ancient Magister Darkspawn. Not every Warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
That's me. Helping people prove themselves to future employers.
So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
Someone has to fix things. Might as well be me.
If anyone can do it, you can.
It's like some
If you
dark in
ever
here
need
too.
my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. What do you think of This Shit Is Weird, the Inquisitor Adar story? It's a working title.
Maybe you should keep working.
I'll leave the title for last. Naming things is always the worst. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home.
Remind us of
I'm not
Dragon
leaving
Age
for a
2.
while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
How is that good in any way, Bull?
We all walked away. Chantry folk are picking up what's left of Corypheus with a dustpan and a pastry scraper. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hathrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's
I
done,
thought you stayed because you
I've
have
got
no
the
other
orders.
choice now that
For
you're
the first time in
telling
my
the shot.
life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
Thank you for finding the amulet and making it work. I felt him try and fail before we beat him. He would have made me a monster. But instead, he's dead. And I'm free.
So I wonder if you don't do his side quests, does he turn on you? I kind of doubt it.
Good thing we found the amulet.
I think I could return to the Fade if I tried. I'm light enough to slip through. But I'd like to stay and help for a while, if that's all right. I can still help people here.
It'll be interesting to see what comes next.
Yeah, I don't like his
Because of you.
quest so much.
Thank you for letting me
At least I
stay.
don't like that there's any kind of binary choice to, especially when Varric like sticks his nose in it like he's a know-it-all. He's all like, "Oh, I think he should be a real boy because reasons." It's like Cole's never expressed any interest in wanting to be human or wanting to be fully human, not be a spirit, or wanting to understand humanity more by becoming a human. He's not Data. So I don't know where the hell he gets like that notion, and then he acts all butthurt about it. It's like, no, fuck you, Varric. You don't know shit about magic or the spirits, so don't fucking butt your nose out.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
What do you think, Sarah? Like you said, you were there.
I think...
I don't want to think about
if
it.
the Maker was helping, it shouldn't have been so frigging hard. Seems like the only thing we can count on is other people. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
I could use the company. Because this doesn't seem like it'll end.
Oh,
Yeah,
poor leader
Colin's...
of everything. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning! Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything, such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
Didn't we just
I didn't
get
even
back?
get a chance to answer. She hugged me.
And you weren't there. I mean, you were, but apparently you didn't actually help.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
I don't trust camaraderie, all these people smiling, buying me drinks. It's unnatural. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter.
No,
I suppose you can't
it
hold the evil
auto-saved at
bastards.
right at the start of the battle where the game
He
crashed.
spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
For Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corypheus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Hey, we're supposed to be more than friends, but nope. The game didn't like me flirting with everybody, so I think I broke that, the romance mechanic.
So late. Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine. It is not.
I'm so sorry. Nothing's quite as it should be. Oh, do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
Soda. Well, it has a weird aftertaste. Has a weird, like, Dr. Pepper knockoff aftertaste.
This doesn't taste like
The first sip does, but the aftertaste doesn't.
The aftertaste tastes like acid.
If I told you the port was a little dry,
Something-
would you burst into flame?
You're joking, yes? Please tell me you're joking.
They're not expired, are they?
What a disaster. So much was late. The invitations to our guests barely went out at all. And it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us.
The
Dedas is
Inquisition.
discussing the success of the Inquisition.
Are you descending into open boasting, Lady Montilier?
I can scarcely think of a better time. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
Oh, I love tiny cakes. And there's so many. Which should I try first?
What is that supposed to
I would
be?
avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. Deep mushroom and anise. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Val Royeaux. I believe they call it the exquisite misery. Ole. Why did we save her again?
Because shoes!
Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Ah. They're not displaying correctly on, on here. I'd have to check like the actual page, see if they're displaying correctly.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry.
Let's see, if I move, I think my dog will fall, because she's like resting on my shoulder.
Be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
No, panic!
I wasn't sure we'd make it either.
A rather bizarre thing. As if we've stumbled blindly into a forbidden future.
Better than the future we saw at Redcliffe.
Much better. I intend to rebuild the Seekers of Truth. To make us the order we were meant to be. That will take time. Meanwhile, I am free to remain with the Inquisition. I think back to how we first met. And here you stand. You are the Inquisitor. A symbol
Your
of
emojis
hope
don't show up on
and change
YouTube.
to so
That's
many.
weird.
And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did.
I was nice to you,
are
and
a
I
great
flirted
man,
a lot
and
with
I will
you.
always stand at your side.
It's funny, I got the like romance things, like confrontations, like, are you joking with me or are you being serious? I also got that with Josephine.
So much to do, my dear. I'll be returning to Val Royeaux to organize the Loyalist mages. The Empress requires my expertise during what is sure to be a difficult transition. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
This is all for you, darling. Enjoy yourself. You've earned it. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Yes, thanks for doing nothing, actually. I think there's like, that's it. Hey, are you guys also enjoying the view of those Kunari ass statues? Because I do. I think that's everybody. I mean, except for Solus, because he's not here. Flemeth's not here either. Or not Flemeth, Morgan. Well, on to the epilogue. He's going to bed. Everyone stare at him awkwardly. Okay. Come on, hop off. There you go. Yeah. Okay, there you go. You can lay back down over there now if you want. So I guess now I'm not going to have anyone join me again. Got confused the game too much with all the flirting and romance options.
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry.
According
he
to
fought
him.
to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against
Until it
chaos
falls into
was
like the
won,
background and
but
people
left the
stop
world
caring.
forever changed.
And accept it as the norm.
Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. Where once war raged, there
Have
is
you
now
ever
a
played any of the other
peace.
games of
Orlais is
Roberto?
resurgent, the Empress a patron of arts and culture. Many attribute this recovery to her lady love, though others wonder how long their reunion will
Like, I know
truly
you mentioned
last.
that you have this game, but you haven't actually
Fortunately for
played it.
Celine, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat.
Not to mention about your elf
The
girlfriend.
Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawk is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends.
So what?
Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse?
Sequel bait. So what,
1
did they
month
just
after the defeat
decide
of
to
Corypheus, the Chantry
leave?
names Leliana as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end to the Circle of Magi. The mages will now govern themselves. She opens the priesthood to other races, declares support for the Inquisition, and rededicates the Chantry to the principle of charity. Divine Victoria is controversial from the start. Several new sects arise, resisting her reforms and declaring her rule a threat to the faith. Her response is as swift as it is deadly.
Hawk, I guess.
Unity is maintained, but blood runs through the halls of the Grand Cathedral.
She smites her enemies.
The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. When Leliana disbands the circles, they leave the Inquisition and reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. For the moment, it appears to be working. Mages are enjoying unprecedented acceptance throughout Thedas.
I wonder if like the Grey Wardens ended up just like having essentially a civil war amongst themselves. Loading the rest of the
And what of the
slideshow.
Inquisition itself? Its military might has grown, now rivaling that of kingdoms.
Her and her son
Fear
running
of the
away.
Inquisition's army has become the true source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the
Live
changing
action
world
CGI.
order.
You're either
Others,
referring to
he has
the
become a target. They linger in
what
the
is it
shadows,
called?
waiting
There's
for
one
their
that
day
has
to
Felicia
come.
Day in it.
When it
That's
does,
live action. That has.
The Inquisition shall
I wouldn't call it
stand
CGI.
ready.
And then there's the other one that's involves Cassandra that looks like it's almost like CGI rotoscope, and I honestly, it's terrible. Both of them aren't very good, but I'll take the Felicia Day one over that other one. End credits. Now time for the post-game or post-credit scene.
I knew you would come.
So what? She's like choking the, or like
You
doing
should
something
not
to the
have
soul?
given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Well, this isn't a variable, but everything, all the slideshows, depending on my choices. It was a trick! Ha 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 ha! I tricked you again! So if she turned to stone, or is she dead? No judgments. Although I gotta wait for everything to pop into existence. I don't know if anybody has like any post-game banter.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shift.
No, yeah, actually.
Probably
pretty much.
overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
Oh, so he just commented on Liliana becoming divine, so it just happens overnight. Oh yeah,
Still
she's
here.
divine now.
You need me for something?
Of course, Solus is no longer in my party. And screw him, I don't like him very much anyways.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this, and leaving you, most difficult of all. I'd almost rather let the Imperium rot. Such is my lot. Just a little longer, then. What's to come, I wonder? My guess, a plague of bees.
I guess I can't interact with them anymore.
My guess, a plague of bees.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is. Yes.
We will look back on this day and know that it marked the birth of a new Chantry. I have a plan, and I will not rest until it is made a reality. I may need your counsel in the coming days.
Do you really want to rely on my counsel? I've been known to give pretty horrible advice.
Well, if I can't rely on your advice, I would be glad for just your company.
Oh.
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint, and perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
Oh, just gonna criticize everybody's shoes. I'm all the way up here. Well, life has some consequence. That's always so delayed.
Liliana is to be divine. It will be strange to see her go. Given her plans for the Chantry, the months to come will be interesting. At your service.
Although if you actually want to discuss Lizard Queen, I better go talk to the actual Lizard Queen. That should be Miss Vivian. The raised nose.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Liliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
I think Liliana is your default one because I didn't campaign for everyone. I just kind of told everyone they can all be the divine, and that's it. So I feel with like Liliana, she's gonna always be like the default. Even if she's some dead lyrium ghost lady. Oh hey, I thought you guys left already.
Mother must be very pleased. The Herald of Andraste, leader of the Inquisition, at her personal beck and call. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mathar must somehow have been her influence.
Perhaps she's influenced more than just what happened at the temple.
With Corypheus, you mean?
He does have that elven orb.
Which he had to acquire somewhere. Yes, I see. It's hard to imagine her motivation for doing so. Then again, everything about her is hard to imagine. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is? I am uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. This? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her daughters. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
So what do you intend to do
Yes, Flemeth's not dangerous. She's cool.
I will take Kieran and leave. Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have plans for me. You are her servant, but I am her daughter. I doubt she will let me slip completely from her clutches. Whatever happens, I wish you well in the coming battle, Inquisitor.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Mother Giselle, where are you? There you are.
You have healed the sky and cast down a great darkness, Inquisitor. Whatever political squabbles follow your work, I hope you hold on to those facts. I know I will. Herald of Andraste.
Farewell.
Until next time.
Yeah, I've
Your
absolutely no
worship.
comment about... Yep. No comment about Liliana becoming the divine. Let's go talk to Mr. Phony.
There you are. I heard about the new divine. I have to say, I wasn't surprised the spy master was chosen. She's quite a driven woman.
I like that everyone's just commenting on that and not like the fact that, yay, we've completed our mission.
I'll be here to help. Until the wardens send for me, at least. Still here.
Your worship.
Gosh. I'll just fast travel up there. Zoop.
Liliana is already turning the Chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The Chantry needed someone like her. Hello, Inquisitor.
Scout Harting.
Inquisitor,
What's been going on?
that strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
Take care.
No comments from her. What about Krem?
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters. Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are. I'm ready whenever you are, boss.
You've been skittish for days. What's up your crawl?
My what? It's nothing. It's just the figures we are courting. The power of clay.
You're still on about the champion. That's over and done.
Let's see.
Hey.
Huh. She has actual dialogue options.
Talk, yeah? Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Leliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be. Hello, yeah?
That's so simple.
You all right, sir? Of course.
We'll make good use.
Of course.
What do they call you? Have nothing to say?
Yes.
Or is the game being glitchy again? Oh well.
Can you be forgiven when the cold grave has come? Or will you have...
It's funny, the last time I got... the asses aren't loaded in yet. Reality hasn't reconstructed around me. Oh wow, it's... Oh, this game. The last time I fast travel, it still said traveling, but it didn't put the black screen up, so it just bloop, puts me there in a void and builds everything around me. Oh wow. Yeah. So the game is doing some weird things. Okay. My dog's comfortable like that too. She hasn't moved or tried to move. Are you gonna move now that I said something? Nope. Let's see. Something I noticed too, like around my character while climbing those stairs, it's like almost like a BNG artifacting around like the horns and stuff. Almost like he has like his entire model has like some sort of 3D model on like a transparent sprite or something.
I'm not trying to step on your toes, you know. The Temple of Mythal sounds like the most interesting place. I hope you brought back samples of, well, anything.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't...
something strange for you, Inquisitor. You're used to that by now, right?
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Anything you need?
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Let's sell all this crap. Mage only. No, I don't think any of this is good. Toss it in here. This mechanic, like, it's like it has to be Frostbite. It's just terrible at, well, pretty much everything RPG related. It has so much. Has such a hard time calling up like list of items. Ooh. Let's see, what do you have to say?
Leliana knows the game. She'll move the Chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
Is anyone stupid enough to send assassins after her?
Any initial opposition will be subtle, but I doubt it will last. After so much warring, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times. Well met.
We already dealt with that. Oh, yeah, that's the last DLC. I guess we'll play like these other DLCs in order. You're not doing it, Colin, so you can go do that. So what is the purpose of this again? The Descent, if I remember, the Descent was interesting the first time I played it. This, like, I failed to see what the purpose of this DLC was.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Nor as friends.
What's this? A breach in decorum?
Perish the thought.
Right, so... thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Olay to take this discovery serious in the light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historical discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. I think this is worth your while because reasons. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such a great company on this historical occasion. So, that's the premise, is that this professor thinks that there's something worthwhile. Yeah, it's so. This is a DLC. This was released post game. This and this, and then, but the last DLC, which is this right here, Attend the Exalted Council, which is the Trespass DLC, that is actually like, meant to be like literal end game content because you can do these other DLCs pretty much like right as soon as you get to Skyhold, which is maybe like a fourth in like 1/4 of the way into the game. Well, probably less than that. But that is end game content. Like that's like an extended end game content. Like you can't do anything else. And once you complete that, you can't go back. You can't finish up any missions because it takes place years later, which is actually kind of that's interesting for when it comes to DLC. And I kind of wish more games would do that. Not so much like what they did with Fallout 3 and the Broken Seal DLC. It's kind of like fixing, closing off the ending. This actually does a lot of things, like wrap up a couple of like character lines and stuff. Like, hey, this is what sort of became after them, which is nice. Like, I think like this game, for my complaints, that I feel like that last fight, the setup for that last fight, is so anticlimactic compared to everything you've done up to that point. Like, I think the ending to this game is fine. It's certainly no Mass Effect 3. But, so this DLC, like, I've only played this DLC once. I played all the DLCs only once, and I remember, I can't really remember anything about this other than I think there's a bear, a pet bear, and you later bring it back to Skyhold to judge it for some reason. And that's all I can tell you. I remember Trespasser being much more interesting and has something to do, it has more weight to it and potential like world-changing implications, especially from what you discover going really deep into the deep roads. But this is like, the setup already sucks. It's all like, hey, some random professor historian thinks it might be worth our while to come and explore this area. And apparently our ambassador says if like checks out his credentials and say, yeah, he seems totally legit, you should go do that. Versus like this that has something to do with like, there's these powerful earthquakes that threaten the world. It's like, you should probably, help with that. That seems pretty, like, actual, like, yeah, world-changing. We've scouted region, set up camp. The professor has gathered scouting thing they need to find. So far, they've uncovered a lot of old buckles. Yeah. Hopefully, this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. This place is dangerous. Let's take Dorian and Ghost Boy and Blackball, I guess.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
The texts say that Inquisitor Emeridon was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Okay, really? That's the only reason?
Scout Harding, you had me at equipment.
Thought you might like that.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area.
The
they
first
may help us
Inquisitor.
discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was
I should have
doing.
picked that hooray
I
option.
have news as well. We've
Who
encountered
cares?
hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an
That's
Avar
name.
hold to the
DLC.
east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon.
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn to fight, draw a bow, all that?
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts, and what takes him down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow, taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
We defeated Corypheus. I thought you'd have returned to your old life.
After everything I've seen, I don't think I could ever go back to my old life. Could you? I can't just pretend. I can't just pretend I'm the same person. I got a letter from my mother. She was happy the breach was sealed. She had no idea what we went through. And I don't have the heart to tell her.
Your camera with a movable display. Do you have any good reference videos that helped making YouTube videos that you recommend? I don't know. I haven't really done much like camera work. I'm just using right now the PlayStation 4's internal stuff, which isn't the best setup, as you can see. It's like tiny text box, tiny camera, shrinks down the thing. The actual gameplay is supposed to like an overlay. I'm sure if you Google like a tutorial, you could probably find like a decent tutorial. Although, like honestly, most of those people who make those YouTube videos tend to be a tad annoying.
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he?
Usually one of the
And
big
clever.
things that you
Really
probably
loves his
want
books.
is good lighting.
I said hello one day while he had his
My
nose
lighting is
buried in
terrible
a
right
giant
now.
tome.
I just
His
have like
shriek
the
was a
overhead
winner.
light for the room.
I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
How do you like
I have
the
like no
Frostback Basin?
professional like
It's
lighting.
lovely, isn't
All
it?
I have is like
At least
this
until you step in a pile
desk
of
lamp
log
over
fish.
here if I wanted like some
The
better
stuff's
lighting.
vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
The commander would never go for it. He's too dignified.
You mean uptight? Sorry, don't tell him I said that.
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they move to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montelier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just... I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
What do you think about the Avar?
Oh,
When I
she's
was
got
a little
PTSD.
girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
We'll continue this another time.
Be careful out there.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those maps where the middle of the... I start out somehow in the middle and I have the edge of the map where we came from revealed. Where the hell is this professor guy? See. Inquisitor Meriden. Too much reading.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Like shoving me down to keep you comfortable.
We've had bad luck with artifacts before. I hope none of them explode.
What? No, I don't mean magical artifacts. I meant belt buckles and old nails and the like. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Ooh. Period-specific.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle, but ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Orlesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp. but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first emperor of Orlais.
Dracon,
No
huh?
one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of
Make
Hakon
it fast because my
barbarians.
Inquisitor looks like he needs the
According to the
key.
scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
No, something make me do all the work. Again, busy work for the Inquisitor. He's doing his underlings' work. Because as the leader of an Inquisition who has better things to do, gotta make him do all the things. Got me to level up my characters. Play as a character that looks like Donald Trump. I could probably make a very ugly character that looks like Donald Trump. Stats. Do you have like a dwarf one? I usually don't. Have never had a desire to play as a human in this game. I either play as a dwarf or a Kunari. Screw this. I'm just gonna write my weird. I don't remember what the hell this thing's supposed to be. Like a giant nug or something. hell did he use haste? Oh, no problem. Finally caught a live show, J10. J10. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't know, this game is quite old, so I don't blame anyone for not wanting to watch. Veil Quartz. Take all of this. Now, where am I gonna go? Good. I'm terrible with names. Ugh, really? Why the hell are there more like skeleton skull thingies that just make you retrace where you've been? Go pick up shards. It's like more freaking busy work for this map. Especially since I already picked up all the shards. Not always all that much to say. So there's one up here. I can see why. It's tempting because it's more familiar. I would say I tend to have trouble pronouncing words or enunciating them properly anyways. Insert primary. Oh, again, this map is nice looking. But again, gotta pad it out. Make sure that you go to all the places by putting like a scavenger hunt mechanic.
Your worship.
How the hell did I get up there? What is it, chunkies? Oh, gotta go over there. Oh, J it is, then. These birds look suspiciously a lot like the ones that I found in the Arbor Wilds. step on the bird. What is it, Chunkies? It's not dinner time yet, Chunkies. Really? All my mounts. A quick travel point.
What is this? Are the fishes of the Inquisitor? Death to the Lowlanders! Glory to Hakon!
The Jaws of Hakon knew you. What do they have against the Inquisition?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
You are the Lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
How long have you lived in the base?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations.
Stone Bear.
I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the Jaws of Hakon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
I have a magic ring that turns you invisible. So does Dorian back there.
But it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits want us to leave it be.
Of course they do.
Yep.
Still need that boat. Otherwise I'll have to swim. My boots will get wet. Very uncomfortable.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other Lowlanders may come for blood.
You would
That
think
is
I'd come
trouble for my
prepared,
home,
but
not my
that's the
trouble to
Inquisition in.
Go
But
to Stone Bear Hole.
I've even
and
done
speak
one of the
with
little
my
requisition things
faith.
where I
Start
build a
us on
boat.
there. Get her blessing.
Why can't
And
I
you
get
may
to
sail to
use a
Corth's
boat?
Rocky Heart, if you wish.
And now it's like, well, go that way and do some side quests or favors, and maybe I'll let you in a boat. Again, it's like I don't have the resources to just get a boat or have an army of people just make me a boat with all this wood lying around. Alright. Onwards we ride. Another stupid stall on the map. A weird picky thingy. Like a mini hippo or something. Now you would think, oh look, I'm invisible. I'm just gonna take this boat right now. No one saw me go head over there. Yeah, there it is. And my mounts despawned. What is it, Chunkies? all times. What did you? Come here, Chunkies. No. My doggy probably just wants me to play with her. You want to play ball? Is that what it is? Alan, just found this channel. I want to say I enjoy. Oh, thank you. Actually considering doing another one. I should make more videos. I tend to either not have time or life just gets in the way. Let's see. Come back that way. Haha. That tripped my mind. Dorian's like my weakest character. Unfortunately, I can't romance anybody anymore. Game got confused when you flirt with everybody. Oh, there's a camp over there. I might as well go set it up. Another rift over there. Like, maybe this map's a lot. No. Okay, now it's a decent size. Yeah. Let's see, will disenchant actually work, or the spell? hell did I shoot at? And there we go. What's going on over here? Two monsters are fighting, and this group of people's just watching. Huh. Oh, it's another camp over here. Oh, Hakanite.
The Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold! For Hakon's glory!
Electrocute all of them. Those are like bullet sponges. Here I didn't think I would need to turn down the difficulty. Looks like there's a tier 4 material. Oh, there's a shard nearby. Might as well pick it up while I'm here. Is it up here? Right. Yep, it's up there. Right, you can't tell like the many people in your party to give you like a piggyback ride or something, or just a leg up. I bet you anything I had to go to that one that's far off and jump across that bridge. Is that what the game developers want me to do? instead of climbing up the clearly climb-upable, clearly scalable rubble. Whee! Platforming on a game that's not a platformer. But some notes. What is it, junkies? My dog is sad.
How can it be so dark?
Because of the brush. Pass all of this. Wow. Did you guys see that? That was some terribly delayed splash action. Walked over the water with like no splash effects, and once I was off of it, it splashed. So is this the way I'm supposed to go? Follow the lit torches. Leads to sunny area. Let's just sit here and observe this. Oh, hey, yeah, I did see. He just literally subscribed to Alan Brito.
We hunt as well as ever, Thane Harrison.
You would be safer
Well,
under the shield.
hopefully I can provide you with content that you enjoy watching.
Fisherson has taken victory in sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rams to Hask, not 3.
Ha! Tear his tits.
Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies, and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold beast.
Ha 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 ha. No, I actually come from family where, like, where they live, like, your values actually is dependent on how many cows you owned, and you would, you know, a big wager would be like trading cows and cattle.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak.
Hi, Kida. Oh, you look so sad. Come here. Come here and get pet love.
You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
Yes. Given what we've faced getting to your hold, we are nowhere near safety. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the jaws
I don't see how this helps the Inquisition, or helps us against the fight against Corypheus if
I wager you have crossed
I did that
with the jaws
before.
of Hakon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your
It's like just
Inquisitor's
street
body,
cred.
They will want you to pay in blood.
Blood. Blood magic.
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janusdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakon is battle with blunted weapons.
I guess.
Seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute.
So it's not really the
I may
gods
also
deciding
ask a
then,
warrior
if you
whose
say,
claim is
oh, I speak for
foolish
God.
to climb with stones strapped to his back.
I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
What do the Jaws of Hakon believe that makes them so angry?
No.
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing.
Give me
Rilla
a
of the
Chuckies.
fireside
I'll
for
give you
making
up
babies.
too.
The Hakonites care only for Hakon Winter's Breath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
Ooh, he's like blah 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 blah.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakon.
Yes. Many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harifson lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
Okay.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing. Inquisitor?
The Hakonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakonites are fools,
But I can't
and they
get
have forgotten the
involved.
old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
I'm not hearing a no, Thane Sunhair.
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
You have members of the Hold searching for Storvacker.
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hakonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
The way you asked us to help find Storvacker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred, but no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stone Bear Hold?
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hakonites were friends, they would attack us. But they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor. But the Hakonites are tiresome.
I'm fed up with them.
I'm a little
Essentially.
confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your
Here,
tribe.
Jokey. Come
Stormvacker
here.
is not a bear. She is our hold beast.
She's
She
our
ties us to
mascot.
the gods. Without her, we... I do not know whether your people have gods, or if they can be stolen, but it is not good. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our Augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Stormvacker matters to us.
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...
Pens are for goats and chickens, not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvacker lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
You were fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvacker. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly?
No.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fishermen.
Bah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
I'll speak with you
that
later.
easy.
Ask those in the hold about Storvacker. They may know something they have not told me.
Storvacker. Want to become this far for furs they have not seen. I pay for fur. Oh.
Greetings, stranger.
Let's go shopping.
Threat of cold in the air today.
All the rams are growing thick coats. It'll be a bad winter.
Breaking and entering, yay!
Greetings, stranger.
Right here. I want to buy stuff. It's a good thing you accept our currency. Even though you guys don't have a economy, I guess you guys would just use the gold to trade with other people. Ooh. Boink. I take everything. That's it. Take a couple of these and a couple of these. And you can never run too low. Never have enough health for it. Especially if you want to make all those potions. Again, it's ridiculous that I, as the leader of this Inquisition, have to go out and pick my own flowers and mine my own ore for my weapons and armor.
All these in books. Aye, it isn't natural. Must come from learning how to read.
I think that's it. More crappy accessories.
You're the one they speak about in the lowlands, aren't you? The Herald of Andraste.
Many call me that.
Helmsdim Rolfson. I trade
It's
our
weird.
goods
They
outside
justify
the
their
hall.
gods.
You'll not find better this side of the
That's
mountain.
my existence.
Have you traveled outside of Stonebear Hold?
Course Mountain Father provides. But press us, and we'll admit there's lowlander goods we can't craft ourselves. I sell our goods there. The old trader taught me how to read and write, and how to act in your cities.
Where does your trading take you?
Denerim and Southreach in Ferelden. Leeds and Verchet in Orlais. When the
Go all
passes
the
are
way
clear,
to Denerim?
I take our wares to Val Royal.
Surely you can get a fair price for your goods closer than Val Royal.
Ah, well, that's truth, but have you seen it? My heart lies with the Hold, but I'll die remembering the light on the gates of the sun.
It's a city of plots and masks. There's rot below all that gilded paint.
It's in Orlesian nature to plot. They've not our strength, our ancestors, but they've built a wondrous thing. Most in the Hold call any
That's
city
nice.
outside the mountains prideful or lowlander folly.
But at least
Farewell.
he, like, admires it.
Another time.
Has, like, some respect for it.
See any wares you like?
Farewell.
Another time.
Or breaking and entering. Oh, this is the Al Gore, I guess.
So he
I assume
arrives.
that's their
Don't
shaman.
throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
Hello. They're not harmful, I don't think.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. There. It is done. Now come, be welcome. I'd hear news of the north.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume Augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the same. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold.
You're a
I make
shaman,
their will
or
known to
spirit
us,
talker.
and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength.
So they're spirits.
For that, we thank the gods.
Okay.
I should be off.
Farewell. Be welcome.
Sounds like it's trying to be wise, but there's a lot of flaws with that type of thinking.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Oops.
Be welcome.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the Hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again. What are these whispers clinging to you? Less and more than spirits. They sing old hurts.
You can hear the Well of Sorrows.
An echo's echo. I've seen the last whispers of aged elf song in the Fade. What you carry is older.
You can see the voices inside my head.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvacker.
Oh yeah, they see all those dirty things you do
I've asked the gods, but they've
with
seen
the
no
people
sign.
in your party.
I should be off.
Farewell.
You seen the animals the jaws of Hakon killed? Rat things with frost dripping from their claws.
I have. Augur says it's bad magic.
Life has no consequence.
The augurs say blood will spill before the new
Ooh, there's another vendor. Oh, there's that house on the cliff over there.
Be welcome, Inquisitor. Though I fear I've time for little more than a greeting.
Wait,
I must
what?
prepare these souls for their greater journey, particularly those who depart
Oh,
without the
okay,
reverence
she's
due.
not where
Their
she's
way
supposed
is
to be.
often hardest.
Oh, there we go. I feel like she's supposed to be standing where I am.
I'm not familiar with Avar funerals. May I ask what proper rites entail?
When the time comes, we are given sky burials. For most, the body is laid out and prayers given. When the birds come, they carry the soul to the Lady of the Skies. The body, unneeded, is gone.
For most.
Some souls, such as Calden's, are chosen to return. The augur reads the signs at birth. It is a rare honor. In order to return, an offering is made to Korth the Mountain Father and buried beneath the body. A piece of the soul thus remains, allowing the rest to return to this world and be reborn.
Will someone not be given proper rites?
Calden Enverson is one of the few whose soul may return. Bloodkin must make an offering to the Huntmaster, who prepares it. Or so it should be. Calden's son, Finn, has failed in this duty, but then there's you.
Me?
You're a guest of our hold. A gift from you cannot be refused. Even an offering for Calden. I cannot dictate the nature of a gift, but if my suggestion appeals to you, speak to the Huntmaster.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
What is it, Chunkies? Is that two? Really? A sad little desperate dog. Come here, Chunkies. Wanna say hi to the people watching? It's like, nope.
Greetings, stranger.
Greetings. Aye. All I did was look at you. Now you're
You're the Inquisitor. I hear your people already sing songs
to
of you.
make her happy.
How are you so well informed?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, Helstim soaks up gossip when he goes trading.
Hmm.
He just
Hmm.
returned from the lowlands.
Hey,
I'm
junkies.
Fulmer Hefstotten, keeper of histories, and Skoll to the hold.
I've never met a scold. Is that anything like a bard?
I suppose. Every hold has someone who sings its songs. Doesn't yours?
Fair enough.
We keep the old songs and histories, the oaths and the legend marks.
That's a legend
I understood all of that except legend mark.
The Skald before me was born Gulda Elsdotter. She crafted a great new tale for the hold. It pleased the spirits. After that, we called her Gulda Gildan's Song.
The game crashed on me
Honorifics.
when I started
Not
on
all
the
carry glory. My father was Heth
the
Mule's head. He'd never let
the
go of a
first
quarrel.
battle with Corypheus. It just it crashed while we were on stream, so that's hence the title of this video. It's like, oh, it's like as soon as the battle, luckily the autosave was fine, but as soon as it autosaved and I try engaging in Corypheus in the final showdown, it just crash.
Can you choose a legend mark for yourself?
Only if I wanted to be scorned as a child. I've only been a Skald a few years. I've not made any great feats, good or ill. Yet.
Farewell.
Good journeys. Welcome again.
Oh, that is the PlayStation 4, so there really isn't much I can do. It's pretty much all set. And honestly, I think a lot of the issues with like BioWare can probably be attributed to having to use this engine primarily. They're making it do things that it wasn't designed to do originally, and two, I don't think they're very proficient at it. That's probably why it's taking them so long to like make a bunch of games, and even then they're not all that great. Like this game, it's
Why do they dress
well,
like
it's almost like 5 years old now. I mean, it's been patched. There's been DLC and stuff for it, and it's still buggy as hell. Oh, it's one of these. Crafting station. Another vendor. Let's go spend money to fill the void in the Inquisitor's hand. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. As much as they keep saying that they haven't been ruined. Oh crap, I'm actually out of money. For once. Cole's hat. I'm gonna have to exploit in-game mechanics to spontaneously make a fortune. Actually, that weapon I just bought. Nope.
Guests are welcome, so long as their weapons
Who said that?
New section is good. Fine work.
That's someone here. Whoops! My weapon is not sheathed now. I took that as a dare. That doesn't surprise me. Actually, I have a friend who worked out here. He worked for like a small
Inquisitor,
development group of some sort. I'm not entirely sure what the name of the group was, but what he primarily did was test out ports of like games and stuff and ported on different mobile phones, and just make sure that they worked and they were free of bugs and whatnot. And they I think they actually did get bought out by EA, and they pretty much laid off a bunch of people. They downsized.
I assume you go hunting
That
yourself?
was like a couple of years ago,
Of course
though.
I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye
Now he's
can't see
definitely
in the
talking
dark.
to like
and
an
I bring
invisible
more
person.
meat than anyone in the hold. Goat's piss, do I hunt?
A yes would have been fine.
Suppose you can't help Lowlander's manners.
I spoke to the woman preparing bodies for funeral. She said I might make an offering. For Calden.
How would... As a gift? Sly woman. In that case, I'll accept an offering from the hand that gives it. Tradition says the offering's made to Koth. Only creatures who touch the god's realm will do. I'll mark where some were last spotted. It'd be an unmatched gift, Lowlander. I still pity Calden's son, though, losing his father's name.
His name?
What do you mean?
Finn failed to complete the rites. That'll see him disowned when the burial's complete. He's fatherless whether you do this or not, Inquisitor. Seeing it done will give him some peace, I imagine.
Do you have any idea where Stormbacker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
Farewell.
Farewell.
The name is down there. I don't care.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Caldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
How were you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boat. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
I know about your father's burial, and the offering.
I tried. I dragged myself out of this cursed bed, but the pain... I collapsed. The
Don't we have
huntmaster
magic
found
and
me
healing
dragged
and
me back.
stuff? I didn't think
Said
this
we
would be
didn't
that
need
much of a
another
problem.
dead man.
If your father was still here, would he not agree?
He won't be my father much longer, but... Yes,
The loss of your name.
it doesn't matter. Whether or not he's my father, I still love him. I would not see his soul severed from the earth, if it's meant to return. If you can make a gift of the offering, there's no way I could repay you.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Keep going this way. Just see.
So, come to test yourself.
Test
How so?
Our warriors want your measure, Inquisitor. Bring us an offering, and we'll let you fight Hakon's trials. Stonebear Hold would know if the spirits favor you. So would I.
Do you run this arena?
I do. I'm called Arkan Feltzer. I prepare warriors for the gods. Truly, I drill it into young heads that no one's born knowing how the axe swings or the arrow flies.
What do you mean, prepare your warriors for the gods?
As we train, the gods see us become
Spirits.
worthy.
Worthy of what?
A second strength when you most need it. A glimpse that spots a blade at your heart. Warriors must show their will for these gifts, and the will for practice.
Spirits do sometimes interfere when the veil permits. Occasionally for the better.
Our augur's no fool. We keep the bad spirits at bay. Or those who draw them.
Famous last words of the overconfident.
What is this trial exactly?
Battle against our best. Wit and muscle, and steel against steel. Not to death, just surrender. In case you're afraid.
I didn't want to take a life for just a trial.
Good, but don't hold back. The gods and I
I'm
can
expecting
tell.
embarrassment one.
Why do you pray to Hakon when his fanatics cause you so much trouble?
Hakon Wintersbreath could be testing us through those fanatics. He can be a cruel god, Lowlander. He'll favor the victor and no other. Strength to strength. If the jaws of Hakon tried to raid us, we'll feed their scraps to the bears.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Every time I think I've seen the ugliest possible Avar statue, a new one turns up that surpasses my expectations.
Invisible wall. Ow. Yes. You stuck? You can't get up? Whee!
Greetings, stranger.
Let's say, sir. No, it's just armor. Let's go all the way over here. Ooh. Ah, she gives up so easily. I think she was trying to get up and she's like, just not right here. Now let's just press on. Right. Hi.
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the cats again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
At least I haven't run into any more stupid side quests that involve finding ring and taking it to place.
How long have you lived?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few They've seen bigger fools than that, for
What
all
is
the
it?
boasting. I cannot say what they plan.
What is it, Chunkies? Come here, Chunkies.
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stone Bear Hole.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
I'm a protagonist. Ooh, breaking and entering, and then stealing. And it's crap.
For a moment, I almost felt like I was walking down a street back in Markham. Strange.
Your mind is being influenced by the spirits here. They're drawing sorrow from you like you draw water from a well.
Right. That didn't help.
Like the Well of Sorrows. One spirit.
They watched the dead and dying, pressing close, clustered to here, and forgot how to go back.
Sleep. I need to. I must find you.
Sleep.
This blood. My blood? No, I can't.
Ghost.
American. Hi.
Ah, found the open, so now it's mine.
No. Banan. I'm dreaming.
We've looked everywhere else on this island. Shall we see what's inside the rift?
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach American again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
Cole, can you help make sense of this?
It hurts. She hurt. The Wraiths knew only the pain, but she knew why. Daring, dreaming into darkness for American.
American? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with American to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
This wasn't just a hunt. Inquisitor Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken.
Yes. A secret. Drawn by the dragon. Talana. I didn't want to, but where Ameridan goes, I go. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic.
There's that spirit
So
over there.
cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
You did what she wanted you to. You can let go of her now.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
This rift unlocks the rift ability, which turns available into. Oh yeah, I think that start introducing like different rift types with these DLCs. apparently this bow that's been sitting for who knows how long out here in the elements and stuff is still in perfect working condition. The bearer. Travels Frostback official request upon business, vital safety.
I want to look at the orders.
Ow, my hand.
Are you alright?
It's gaining new ability. So, oh, there's a skill over here. Well, let's see some more easily. Take it, use this focus. Let's see. Put it there. Oh, no, it doesn't. Well, at least it wasn't another, like, oh, go here, kill this thing.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold! For Hakon's glory!
So if I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna take it that they believe that Hakon has been reborn as some sort of dragon, and that we're here to kill it, so they want to make sure that we don't do that. I'm confusing myself now.
Blackwall needs help!
Ah. Like shit. I just got annihilated.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold! For Hakon's glory!
How is my attacks not hitting me? Where the fuck are you, Dorian? Okay. Zakita, come here. Come here, chunkies. Oh, 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 my other dog's getting jealous. You jealous? Oh, you're a jealous girl. Let's fast travel over here, huh? Look at, she's getting all the love, chunkies. Marks for this.
May I help you, Inquisitor?
Look what I found!
I take it you're not from Orlais originally.
No, Starkhaven. Fourth son of Lord and Lady Kenrick, destined for
Just like
chantry
that
service.
guy. It's a bad shit.
Fortunately, I convinced them the university might be a fashionable alternative.
What is it, chunkies? Oh, come here. What, are you jealous of her? Oh. Or is that little ball over here? Yep, there's a ball over there that I can't reach. That she wants me to throw. The couch to try and reach over. And now there's a dog right directly behind me, falling off the couch. Making no effort trying to get up.
How were you assigned to the Inquisition?
I studied primarily the early chantry, particularly around the signing of the Nevarran Accord. That was why I transferred to the University of Orlais, closer to the source than Starkhaven. Sadly, most scholars took Inquisitor Emeridon's history as settled, even with so many questions remaining. No one took my ideas seriously until your Inquisition formed. I wrote Ambassador Montpellier, and, well, here we are.
Yeah, thanks.
I'd like to discuss
Give me
Inquisitor
chickies.
Emeridon.
So anything bad happens, it's all his fault.
Existing historical records are contentious. Some say he was a devout Andrastian. Others suggest he cared little for religion, gaining leadership of the Seekers through Emperor Draken's friendship. He disappeared around the time the Seekers of Truth, the original Inquisition, incorporated into the newfound Chantry. It's not clear why. Some say that he was tired of his responsibilities and wanted one last great dragon hunt.
What's it like at the University of Orlais?
Oh, it's brilliant. Some of the greatest minds I've ever known. Now, the university was always well regarded, but Empress Celine made it the envy of all Thedas. She even got them to start admitting elves. Few bent noses, but it's worth it. Knowledge knows no bounds and all. With that unpleasantness with Grand Duke Gaspard done, the university is safe as a haven for knowledge.
Yay.
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Emeridon's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Andraste's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
It's a good thing that piece of paper, again, exposed to the elements, the stuff is still intact.
You don't have a problem receiving information from spirits?
It's not ideal, but since you found corroborating physical evidence, I see no serious issues. Any study of great wars and battlefields carries an inherent risk of contact with demons or spirits. When spirits are willing to talk, most historians love the chance of a first-hand report.
What does it change, knowing that Ameridan was on a mission from Emperor Draken?
Everything. One current theory holds that Ameridan was selfishly throwing off his responsibilities to go hunting. Another suggests Draken had him removed or even killed because Ameridan opposed the Navaran Accord. But if this is true, then Ameridan was a loyal servant of Orlais. He was not an embarrassment. He was a patriot protecting Orlais while Draken fought in the Second Blight.
You were surprised to hear that Ameridan had a lover?
Yes. This Talana you mentioned. Her existence has been hotly debated. Some scholars took Inquisitor Ameridan's respect for the Chantry to imply that he remained celibate. In ages past, there were stories about him and his lover, a mage. They made it out to be a star-crossed romance. The Chantry silenced the stories strenuously.
At the very least, we found something to work with. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
I'll speak with you later.
Shards everywhere. Shards. Go bear hunting. And it's 7 o'clock over here, and I think I am going to call it a night. Because my doggies are hungry, huh? Huh, Chunkies, is there food times? She looks at me all sad and desperate. Food times, huh? Yes. Alright, well, thank you everybody for stopping by. Jaden and, what's it, Alan? Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you guys enjoy more of my content. Roberto and Lessons Learned, I know you stopped by. Thank you very much for stopping by, hanging out. Hope you all have a good night.